guys, thanks for hopping in. My name is Lexi and today I'll be talking about Love Island USA Season 8 Episode 6. So I'll just give a brief recap about each couple and the major things that happen, give my thoughts and opinions about them. Because right now everyone's just like this, booed up. No one, I think of the people who are there right now, no one is interested in exploring another person who's currently in the villa, which is why I'm excited that these 3 bombshells came in at the end of the episode. I'm glad it's not like 1 or 2. It's 3 because they really need to shake things up. Everyone's just coupled up, booed up. And I'm like, bro, it's the first week. Get it together. So I'm excited to see these bombshells coming in. So the first couple I'll talk about is Trinity and Bryce. Now, I like them. I like them both separately. I know a lot of people aren't really liking Bryce, but I never had a problem with him because he's kind of just there, right? He's not doing anything bad or necessarily great. He's kind of just there and I'm okay with him. You know, he's being himself. I think he's really being himself and being true to himself. We'll see if he switches up later on. But as of now, that's the vibe that I get from Bryce. It's like he's just a chill, laid back kind of guy. And Trinity is a real, okay, I don't know why people are saying they're faking it. This is the same thing that happened with Olandria last year. And I don't want to bring in comparisons. I'm not comparing the 2 ladies. It's just people's reaction with them. They're thinking they're not being real. And I'm like, Olandria is a real, and so is Trinity. I don't know why you guys, I'm kind of looking at y'all sideways because you can't recognize a real when you see one. In the beginning, she said she was attracted to Bryce. And then as they kind of talked and, he was kissing her, she said it I don't know if I'm feeling the kisses as much. I'm not big on kissing. She was real about that. And when the opportunity came for them to explore, they both stood on that red button in one of the first challenges. You can tell that Trinity is a real one. She says what's on her mind. She's not afraid of anyone in that villa. I don't think they're faking anything. And even if others come in the villa and they end up choosing someone else, that doesn't mean they were faking it. It's just that they probably found a better match for themselves, and that's okay. None of them were 100% sold on each other. They said it. We've seen it. The age thing is still kind of there, but they're being honest. They're saying, hey, you know what? I like you. and they have a good vibe. Honestly, of all the couples there, I enjoy when I see them both on my camera because the conversation is always kind of, a little lighthearted, a little funny. And in the challenge later on, she could tell. As soon as she kissed Bryce, she knew exactly who that was. And she was like, can I stop? She didn't even want to continue. So she's a real girl. So the next couple I'll talk about is Kenzie and Corbin. They are the newest couple right now. And honestly, there's not much to say about them. I'm not a Corbin fan. And Kenzie's okay. You can tell that she's a nice girl. But the conversations are always just so sexual. Kenzie's always hot and bothered. It's girl, say something else. Please talk about something else apart from physicals. And she does this with literally every guy. She does it with Corbin. When Sean was there, it was the same with Sean. They were just kissing all the time. Who else did she talk to? Gabrielle. It's just always the same. So I don't mind Kenzie. She seems like a nice girl. I'm sure she's a decent woman, but it's it's always the same thing, with her. So whatever. So on to Kata and Zach. Again, not much to say here, not much to see here. They're just always eating. Kata's always eating and talking about food. Kata seems to be a foodie. I think we have a little foodie on our hands, okay? I love Kata. But yeah, the conversations are always just lacking. I don't know if it's production. I don't know if it's just the scenes we're getting. But I don't know anything about her and Zach. It's always just extremely silly and surface level. I don't even know what to say about them, but they always say they like each other. So I guess maybe they're really bonding and we're just not seeing it. But yeah, it's always about food. We got the pizza and she was talking to Sincere about pineapple on pizza. We heard her with the whole chai tea. she was having a conversation with Jack. They were talking about chai tea and stuff. And now in this episode, she was talking about clementine. I'm not sure what that fruit is, but I think it was something like clementine. And we saw her dipping the apple in the ketchup. And it's just like food, food, food. And she's always eating, and they're always like, mwah, 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 doing like the little bird peck kisses. I'm just like, okay, whatever. Love Kada, but I'm not getting much in the relationship side, so that's all I kind of have on Zach and Kada. Next up is Anaya and KC. I really like them together. I think they're both being authentic. Maybe KC wasn't Anaya's first choice, but he's been pretty consistent with her. And I think that's kind of making her feel good. He's growing on her. Now, I don't know, because Casey was saying, oh, it would take a lot. It would take so much for him to turn his head and to kind of switch up on Anaya. But by the end of the episode, he was yelling how blessed he felt. So I don't know how long that's going to last. But I'm rooting for them so far. You know, if he finds a better connection with someone, if she finds a better connection with someone, then cool. But I like them so far, and I think they are being as genuine as they can be. Next couple is Melanie and Sincere. Now, hate to break it to y'all, hate to break it to the Melanie fans, the Melanie and Sincere fans, but this is not going to last. Call me a hater, call me whatever, but I just can't see this lasting. And it's for multiple reasons, right? I don't dislike any of them, so it's not coming from that place. But it's just literally what I hear them saying. Like Sincere, every time he happens to kiss a girl, he's like, I didn't want to stop kissing her. He also said he's known to text other people while he's in a relationship. Like, I'm just using the things that I've heard, right? These are what we've seen so far. He kissed Kada. He was like, I didn't want to stop kissing her. Like, he could go all day. He wanted to kiss her. When the bombshell came in and kissed him, he said the same thing. He didn't want the kiss to end. Like, he was really enjoying the kiss. So Sincere is just not giving like the settle down type, ready to be loyal, that type of, I just don't get that from him, you know, so that's just my thoughts. And Melanie, she seems to need that. She's the type of person, and she said it, it's like she wants someone that's going to be all about her. And even her hearing that he was like unfaithful in the past or kind of sneaky in the past, that was enough to kind of get her already on edge. So can you imagine if, like, you know, he actually that is, I don't see this lasting, but you can tell that they genuinely you can tell that they genuinely like each other. This is like the couple that no one is questioning their feelings about each other, right? Because when it comes to the others, it may be kind of like unclear if this person likes that person for real. With Anaya and KC, there's a lot of conversation about if she really likes him, if he really likes her. But Melanie and Sincere, that's the couple that no one can question that they actually like each other. It would be nice if they could get it together and make it work, but I'm sorry, I just don't see that happening. Final couple is Gabrielle and Bea. And I left them for last for a reason, okay? Like, they're so forgettable. Again, this could be a production thing, but they don't talk about anything. They're at the bottom for me. When I see their scenes, I am so uninterested. It's not even funny. Gabriel, I don't know. He's just there for me, to be honest. Like, he's one guy that needs to go. Like, I would have preferred if he went instead of Sean, but it is what it is. So we're left with Gabriel. And I think a part of that could be the language thing, because he did say, English is not his first language, his strongest language. So maybe that kind of plays into why we don't get as many deep conversations. I'm not sure. I'm just saying it could play a role. But yeah, him and Bea, we already know this will not last, like, at all. But I will say their conversation in this episode was pretty interesting, because Bea was the one that was so flabbergasted and out of her mind, beside herself, that Gabrielle had slept with a 52-year-old woman. Now, come to find out in this episode that her ex-boyfriend, I think she said they were together for 3 years. So that was a real relationship, not even a fling, as Gabrielle had said his was, with a man that was 20 years older than her. Girl, what? So why were you acting shocked? Because I think she's in her she's in her early 20s. I don't remember her age right now, but all the girls are younger than 25, I think. So if your man was 20 years older than you, he would have been like in his 40s, somewhere there, depending on when they started to date, right? Maybe late 30s or 40s. 40s, that's next door to 50. Like if you're willing to be intimate with a 40-year-old man, there's not a big difference with 50. So why were you acting like that? Why were you being so shocked, so surprised, talking about if the piping still works or some crap like that? Being ageist as hell, talking about the piping and if it still works at 52 when you were with a geriatric ass man. Like, are you kidding me? And it kind of got me thinking, if your 40 something boyfriend, if his piping worked, why are you questioning if the 50-year-old woman, if hers worked? Like, what's that about? So you think that the man, the guy's works, but the woman, it won't work? Like, what's that about? You know? Oh, and also we saw Trinity doing Bea's little edges. She was cute with her edges in that scene. I was like, okay, go on, girl. Trinity is in there pampering everyone. Okay, she was doing her man's nails earlier, and that's another thing. It's like Trinity, she's real. Like I don't know why people think she would fake it. Like she's real, and she would not be filing that man's nails if she didn't want to be filing that man's nails. So clearly, she likes him. So yes, they had that little spicy game, and I just want to mention Melanie here. Like, girl, what? Why do you always have to do the most? Like, I really want to like Melanie. I'm not even gonna lie, but girl, she's just always doing the utmost. And those of you who were coming for Bea, again in this episode, Trinity had to correct her, like, sit back. Kayla is trying to see. She's always doing a lot. So even if you don't agree with Bea's approach, which I don't really see anything that was too wrong with her approach, like Melanie keeps doing a lot, especially when a new guy enters. She was like, ah. And I'm like, I think she was really happy for Kenzie because she saw that like it's a country boy and that was Kenzie's type. But still, like, please relax. And in the game, that back and forth with, was it Corbin? Yes, I'm pretty sure it was Corbin and Sincere. And girl, you've kissed Sincere a lot. She knew exactly who Sincere was. And Sincere's hair is thick and gorgeous. Like, it's not hard to know. So she could have found Sincere if she really wanted to. She was doing that on purpose. And it's kind of crazy to me. So obviously they're not in a relationship and she's free to do what she wants to do in that sense. But you were so upset about a conversation that Sincere had with another girl in the villa. And you're going to go and do this and playing in his face like this. It's like you've got to keep the same energy. And that's the issue I'm having with her is that she's being very hypocritical. If Sincere had done that, if Best Regards had done that, oh my goodness. She would have ripped her hand. Well, let me not say what she would and wouldn't do, but she would cause a scene. I'm pretty sure of that. And she would hate that. So for her to do that, it came off as very hypocritical. I don't know what's going on with her. Like, please get it together. And I think Sincere should really explore other options because the bombshells, again, I'm happy to see them. I don't remember the blonde girl's name, but when that blonde girl walked in, Kenzie was scratching her head. Kenzie was like, "Oh man, a real blonde just came in. Like my jig is up." So we'll see what happens. And also, Soul is gorgeous, gorgeous. I love her cut. I think it was KC who said he liked her pixie cut, and she also mentioned KC as one of the guys that I think she enjoyed their kiss or something like that. So I think they'll definitely be having conversations. A lot of changes are going to happen with these bombshells entering, and I'm very excited about it. I think they'll let them choose 3 people to go on dates with. I think they're going to go on dates, and that's really going to shake things up. Let me know your thoughts. Bye.